Aries, this week sees you getting what you deserve out of a situation and starting to look at things from a more balanced perspective. You can have the outcome to something you've been wishing for, and this will see the feeling of emotional fragility that you've been carrying around with you heading out of your life for a while, as you finally start pulling things together. Choices and decisions now need to be made in relation to your career and finances, but to begin with, there may not be many options open to you, and this will see you feeling like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. A logical approach will bring about changes, though emotionally you may still not be feeling so great, and this may see you doing some real soul searching. Taurus, a message is coming to you this week via a water sign or more emotional man, and this will see you looking closely at what you want moving forward. You may have been feeling emotionally fragile, but this feeling is heading out of your life to be replaced with more harmony than you've experienced in a while. A deep-thinking or air sign man may have been withdrawn from you lately, and there's nothing you can do about it but wait for them to get over themselves. You're building in strength, and you can have the kind of life you've been seeking despite the erratic behaviour of some around you. Gemini, this week sees you making choices in love or in business and leaving behind all in your life that no longer serves you. You may feel controlled to some extent as you do this, but any sense of separation or disconnection will prove temporary, and stability is coming for you, bringing an end to the way life has been for the past few months. You can have the outcome you want with something, and much of what you're worrying about is never actually going to happen, so just keep focusing on what it is that you want, and doing this will lead you to a new beginning both physically and financially. Cancer, this week sees you heading off on somewhat of a mental journey, and you'll need to listen to your intuition more closely than you usually would, but an earth sign or more grounded man in your circle will help you to do just this. Fear that you may have felt in the past is now heading out of your life, and you'll begin to realise that all is just as it should be, as life begins moving quite quickly along. Balance is coming to you on a mental level as you start seeing things from the points of view of others, as well as just from your own. Though that won't stop you from feeling a need to just walk away and leave every trouble behind you from time to time. Leo, an offer will soon be made to you that will have you second-guessing some choices you've made in the past, but a message is coming soon after that will bring a sense of strength and renewed hope along with it. A new beginning is about to open up to you creatively or intimately as you begin thinking about things differently than you have in the past. And although some irritations will linger, an earth sign or more stubborn man will help you to put a brave face on while you work through them. A close relationship may undergo some hiccups during this time, and this will have you questioning the motives of everyone around you. But this too will come to an end, and when it does, you will have the stability you've been looking for. Virgo, changes are coming in for you this week, and this will see you getting the outcome you've been wishing for with something, and taking control over the direction you're heading in once and for all. You know what you want deep down, but the battles you've faced just lately, whether internal or external, have seemed insurmountable, particularly where a stubborn child or young person is concerned. You may have been feeling restricted, but try not to worry too much, as underlying issues come to the surface to be dealt with. Libra, this week sees life changing quite rapidly, and you may not be quite sure how to cope at first. Stressful times are upon you at present, but if you can find a way to listen to your intuition during this time, it will lead you to a new relationship or a new beginning to an old one. Choices and decisions now need to be made in relation to your career or financial sector, and this may create battles within you or around you, particularly where it comes to a water sign or more emotional man in your circle. He may head off for a time on a bit of a mental journey, but you will regain harmony within your relationship despite this little setback, and this will lead to the realisation of some wishes as you finally start moving along in the right direction. Scorpio, the time has come for you to begin making choices in love or in business, as the behaviour of someone around you becomes increasingly erratic. Put on a brave face until there is tangible proof of something untoward, even if you feel like this is stopping you from making long-term plans for your future, as a new start is coming to you physically or financially, and others will feel envious of your progress as you finally have victory over the demons of your past. An end is coming to the way life has been, but you may feel quite emotional as information is offered to you that will see you feeling quite isolated for a time. Much of what you hear and fear will not be true, and you need to keep that in mind and try to put things into perspective. Don't allow your imagination to start running away from you, but instead listen to your intuition and follow your gut instincts. Sagittarius, you may enter this week feeling disillusioned in regards to your home and family life and wanting to find a way to pull things together. Cast your fears aside and go with what you feel down in your gut, looking at things from a balanced perspective if you can, as this will help you to work through any worries you might have. Balance is coming to you both physically and financially, and this will lead you to the life you've long wanted, but information may be offered to you along the way that could throw you off kilter temporarily. Capricorn, this week says you're on a mental journey as you struggle to see things from a balanced perspective, and emotional fragility sets in, causing you to want to dig your heels in and be stubborn. The time has come to let something go, but you may not feel ready to, and so you seek reassurance that all is as it should be on a spiritual level. You've been holding things together for too long now, seeking a new beginning emotionally, but the more you've held on, the more restricted you've felt, and it's time to strike a balance between work and play. Aquarius, changes are coming into your life this week that will lead you to happier times, though you may not be entirely sure of this at first. You've been moving along in the right direction towards the outcome you've been seeking for some time now, but there are still some choices and decisions that need to be made in relation to your career and finances, despite the fact that this makes you feel emotionally fragile on some levels. Stressful times have left you feeling alone and quite isolated in the past, but a new relationship or a new beginning to an old one is about to change all of that, and a message from a significant couple in your circle will bring an end to your worries. Pisces, this week sees you feeling stronger on many levels than you have in some time, as certain things come to an end and you begin moving forward for the first time in too long. The period of stagnation you've been struggling with is now passing, and you may begin to feel more like yourself as it does, but there are still some issues with career or finances that will need to be dealt with as someone or something returns to your circle, leaving you feeling that something's missing. The time has come for you to start making choices and decisions that you may struggle to make at first, but making these will lead you to victory over any current struggles.